Rangers win, baby, 5-2 over the Florida Panthers in what was the best effort we've seen in a very long time from this team. As you guys know from the past 3 games, we've been talking about here every single time. They got to stop blowing these leads. They got to start getting back to their game. They got to play a full 60, which they didn't do, but they did play really well for the majority of this game, which is a huge improvement from what we've seen the last 3 games. Am I disappointed by the effort for, I'd say, the second half of the first period? Yeah, definitely am disappointed in that. But after that, they just got right back to their game because they started off hot and they definitely picked up their slack after that. And they were just on it all night. And this was one of the most complete efforts we've seen in a really long time. And this is against the best team in hockey. So I am very pleased with the effort tonight. There's no venting frustration. There's nothing to panic about tonight. This was a really great effort from the team tonight. We got a lot of things that went well. Lafreniere had one of his best games of the year. He scored a goal. His feet were moving like crazy. He got really good shot opportunities. He just looked way more confident in general. We had a great performance from Igor Shesterkin. What's new though, right? And then overall, a lot of things went right except for the broadcast and the officials tonight. The officials I thought were awful on both sides, to be fair, but it was just beyond annoying. They called there was a slashing call or whatever in the second period. They never showed the replay of the slash, so still don't know where it is. Still would love to find it, but they had a garbage slashing call there. There was a really soft there was a really soft call. Which one was it? I don't even remember who it was on, but regardless, shots on goal for the game. Regardless, the Rangers killed is what I want to say. But shots on goal for the game, 36-35 in favor of Florida. Doesn't tell the story of the game. 55-45 in favor of the Panthers for the face-off percentage. 25-30 in favor of the Rangers for hits. This game got really physical. Marchman trying to get in Strom's kitchen. He wasn't having it, though. We'll get into that. Block shot 16-14 in favor of the Panthers, and giveaway split at 9 apiece. But the Rangers started off hot. You look at the anthem and you see Ryan Reeves out there, and you say, Vince Bercagliano, Molly Walker, all of them must have got the lines wrong during rushes, because Ryan Reeves, what is he doing out there? Well, it ends up paying off because he throws 2 monster hits in the corner at the beginning of this one on, I believe it was Mackenzie Weegar. It might have been Ekblad, one of the two. But he throws monster hits on them. And then a great forecheck off of a turnover in the neutral zone. Mika Zibanejad carries it in. He goes to pass it over to Reeves. It looks like Reeves tips it in initially, but it ends up going off, I believe, Aaron Ekblad. And the Rangers go up 1-0 early in this game. And that is a huge start, considering, one, this is a team that was that's coming off a back-to-back. 2, this is the best team in hockey. 3, you yourselves have been performing just awful as of late. So a huge start to the game, and the Rangers really kept it going for a bit as they were getting numerous opportunities. The next shift, the second line, with a really great shift, that being, of course, Panarin, Strome, and Hunt. Really great shift from them right up, and they just kept going and going and going. And then you saw Lafreniere ended up getting the next shift with the first line. He looked great right off of the jump. They were talking shit about him after his second shift, which I don't get, but it is what it is, because he shut them up later in this game. But halfway through the first, the tides end up shifting, and Anthony Duclair scores from Jonathan Huberdeau and Alexander Barkov. For whatever reason, well, before that, you had Owen Tippett that scored, and that goal ended up being waved off. That was one where I said Igor probably would have wanted that back, but thankfully, no goal. It was offsides. The commentators are praising Florida's transition game. Yeah, no wonder it looked so fast, because the play was offsides. But then, yeah, right after, pretty much, Duclair scores that goal. Libor Hayek, I don't know why he decided. Jonathan Huberdeau for somehow just was a magnet, and once he got the puck, everybody on the Rangers, if you're wearing a blue jersey, you're all going to Jonathan Huberdeau. Libor Hayek leaves, Anthony Duclair wide open. He's not going to miss that opportunity, and the Panthers go up early in this, or go up early. They split it at 1. And shots ended up being in this period 15-7 favor of Florida. They kept putting the pressure on, and things started to look ugly. The 5-on-5 play, they couldn't enter the zone, the Rangers. just sloppy turnovers. Florida capitalizing on uh, on bad turnovers in the neutral zone, and they were just quick to getting shots on goal. And it just looked like a poor effort all around. The start of the second period, Sam Reinhart scores from Barkov and Ekblad after a penalty was called. Libor Hayek, what is he doing on the penalty kill? God only knows. But Sam Reinhart gets left wide open as Shesterkin tried to stretch out to make the save, and he couldn't. Yeah, so just bad defensive coverage there from Libor Hayek. Again, when is he going to be on waivers? Who the hell knows? But the Rangers respond not too long after, as it's Alexis Lafreniere as he shuts up the broadcast from Chris Kreider. He ends up scoring 5-hole on Spencer Knight not too long after. And the Rangers really started to gain momentum after that. They were getting in on the forecheck. They were doing really, really great all that second period. You had Marchman throw a big hit on Strome, though. That didn't look pretty. Strome looked like he was shaken up, but thankfully he went out there next shift. The Rangers ended up, there was no penalty call on that, which was stupid, but the Rangers got a power play at one point in this period. You get a 3-on-1 the other way somehow. And who is it making a defensive play? Lafreniere. He was all over the ice tonight. He had a really great game. And at the end of the second period, the Rangers end up getting a power play. And who is it? Who other than Chris Kreider? Ryan Strome with a beautiful pass. The great transition there, or outlet pass from Artemi Panarin up to Strome. Strome finds Kreider. Kreider buries that one. He's been a king all year, and he gets his 32nd of the season, which soon it will be his 33rd. Second period shots ended up being 15-12 in favor of the Rangers. Yeah, that doesn't tell the story with how well the Rangers played that period. The Rangers were all over them. It was mainly just because Florida got a lot of power play opportunities, and just they had way too many good looks. Jonathan Huberdeau and Anthony Duclair were just all over them tonight. Third period, though, the Rangers, it was all Rangers that period. The Rangers did not allow one high danger opportunity throughout that entire third period. They were on it. Speaking of on it, Igor Shesterkin, he had to come up with big saves, though, in the first and second period. My God. How about him with some big glove saves? I believe one was on Ekblad. One was on Uyghur. Uyghur was really good tonight for Florida as well. Sorry, I accidentally hit my mic arm there. But the third period, Rangers outshot the Panthers 13-9. That doesn't tell the story of that at all. The Rangers were all over them. Chris Kreider scores on the power plays. He gets a beautiful... He just has to sit there. The Badger with a beautiful pass right between Rocco Goose's 5-hole and Chris Kreider. All he has to do, tap that one in. 33 goals on the year. Panarin also collects an apple on that. And the Rangers go up then 4-2 in this one. And then the Rangers get another power play as Barkov takes a penalty at the end of this one. And the Panthers have a hard time getting it out of the zone. They do. Spencer Knight, he didn't hear the coaches yelling over for him to go to the bench. He finally goes to the bench, but Panarin ends up getting the puck. He tries to get it to Kreider for the hat trick, but Panarin just ends up burying it himself, and the Rangers win 5-2. Insane effort, and now it sucks that you go to the All-Star break after an effort like this, because this was one of their best efforts in a very long time. I'm pleased. I'm very pleased. It sucks that you're going to the All-Star break now, and then you have an extra long break because rescheduled games, and it was supposed to be the Olympics, but the Rangers have played a lot of games, so it kind of sucks there. But at the same time, I think you need the break. I need the break. I think they need the break, and maybe a move will be made here or there to improve the team a bit. But let's get into each individual line for the night. The first line, that being Lafreniere, Zibanejad, and Kreider. Definitely really great tonight, especially Lafreniere. I raved about him before. But how about Zibanejad? His pass to Kreider there. My God, was that a beauty. Beautiful goal scored by him as well. Well, unintentionally, I guess. So I shouldn't say beautiful, but he had some good opportunities on the power play as well. And then Kreider, he's just been insane all year. He's bringing it every night, and this is what people have wanted to see. This is what people want to see from him when they say he can't be the captain. He's too inconsistent. Well, is this consistent enough? Because I think it is. Second line, of course, like I said, being Panarin, Strome, and Hunt. Hunt, he actually had a pretty solid game. Do I want to say that? He didn't have a great game. He was better, though, than he's been as of lately. Let's put it that way. It was one of his better performances, but he wasn't too great. They had a missed call on him at some point in this one, which sucked. I I believe that was in the third period. But Strome and Panera definitely look great tonight. And how about Strome showing Marchman after that hit? He really showed him it in that fight. He ended up taking him down. He dummied the fuck out of him. And then the third line ended up being, I actually like the third line a lot. It ended up being Morgan Barron, Barclay Goodrow, and Julian Gauthier. I actually like that a lot. Gauthier drawed a pretty solid penalty at this one. That's really all he does. He didn't have a great game, but Morgan Barron had a really, really good game. And Barclay Goodrow is really showing us Ranger fans why he got the contract he did. And he's growing on me so much. I love Barclay Goodrow's play, both offensively and defensively. And Morgan Barron, he had a good look. He was throwing hits. He was getting physical as well. I think he needs to be a mainstay in the lineup. I really do. I think that Greg McKegg, it's time to pull the plug on him. And Morgan Barron, he needs to get into this lineup, man. The fourth line ended up being, of course, Rooney, McKegg, and Reeves. Like I said, I think McKegg needs to sit. I don't think McKegg has been good as of late. He had a decent game, but nothing too spectacular. Reeves, definitely a better game than we've seen as of lately. He's looked slow lately, but tonight he brought it. 2 monster hits, like I said, to start the game. He was hitting people all night, and he looked a lot like himself. He got robbed of a point there on that Zibanejad goal. And then, because that doesn't happen without what he does. And then Kevin Rooney, decent game on the penalty kill. He definitely brought it, though. For the defense, Lindgren and Schneider were the first pair. They definitely were great tonight. They've been great. Yeah, Schneider isn't going anywhere. He has been insane. How about that? He makes a poor defensive play, and then there is a rebound chance that ends up going, that would have been wide open for, I think it was Hubert or Barkov to pick up. One of them, I think. But he ends up clearing that away, makes up for that there. Really great there by Schneider. Count how many times I said there in that sentence. But second defensive pair, Miller and Trouba. Miller definitely had a step up from what we've seen as of lately. Offensively, he's definitely bringing it. Defensively, there were times where he's still letting forwards get behind him, which I didn't like. But him and Trouba definitely shut it down. Trouba in the third period with a great defensive play. How about that? And then tip of the cap to Aaron Ekblad, too, in the third period, when there was a 2-on-1 with Barclay Goodrow, and I forgot who was with him, but Barclay Goodrow tries to pass it, but he does a helicopter spin with the stick and ends up stopping that pass. Got to give credit there. Bottom pair ends up being Jones and Hayek. Jones was solid. Hayek, not so much. Jones could have been a bit better, I guess, but we didn't see enough of him. And then Igor Shesterkin, man, he needs to be in the Hart Trophy conversation, for the love of God. And if he's not, I'm going to be very disappointed, because he is killing it this year. Just mind-blowing. And yeah, so the Rangers beat the best team in the league, and they now have 64 points on the season, 30 wins on the year. Imagine thinking, if you go into the All-Star break, or let me restart what I was trying to say. If you were to tell me going into the All-Star break the Rangers have 30 wins, I would be like, okay, good. Let me see it. I doubt it, but let me see it. And they're there. They're there, and they beat the best team in the league. So I am very impressed with the effort tonight. Questions. What were your thoughts on Hayek the GOAT tonight? Anywhere 10. I might have to revoke that that I put you in for GOAT of New York Ranger Twitter accounts. No, but in all seriousness, Hayek from the lineup for Niels, for the love of God. New York Style 24 says, what a win. We played really well. This 2-week break is going to sit with them really well. Completely agree. To go into this 2-week break with a win like that, it's way better than going in with a tragic loss, which is what we all anticipated. I am very, very pleased with it. And yeah, now I'm kind of dying. I'm going to be dying during this 2-week break, but we're definitely going to go live a lot on the channel here during this 2-week break. There's definitely going to be a live stream on Saturday, so stay tuned for that. I will keep you guys updated on Twitter for what time that's going to be and everything. But that is going to be it for this one. Of course, if you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans. We cover every Ranger game here. Turn notifications on so you don't miss when I upload. And I will see you guys in the next one. Let's go Rangers, baby.